Hello, it's Alex, and I'm in the boot of Zebedee. Yeah, got you out. You thought I was going to be in the hallway or the garage, didn't you? Been doing a lot of welding to Mrs. Jenkins without you. I know, it's bad, isn't it? It's just that I've really wanted to just get stuck in and get the job done, and I've really been cracking on with it. I'll show you in a minute. But I ran out of gas. And it's Sunday today, and the gas refill place wasn't open yesterday or today, and I really want to get on with that bit of welding. So I've been to Machine Mart and spent a bloody fortune on some little tiny bottles of gas that aren't going to last 5 minutes. But while I was there, I was looking at the little grinders they've got, because Graham has got a battery powered grinder I've been using, and it's really lightweight, and it's just really handy to do the wire brushing and stuff. And they had one for sale in there. I can't remember where it is. Einhell, I've never heard of it. It's probably rubbish. But they had one in there. It was £140, and it came with nothing. No battery, no charger, just the unit. They then pointed out that they've got this kit here. This is priced up at £132. £132. I get the grinder I want, a drill, some discs, some bits, and a battery, and a charger, and a bag. I get everything, all that for 132 quid. So I couldn't refuse that. Couldn't refuse it. So I bought that. What else have I got? I got some more sandy discs, some gas, one of these wire brush things to go on the new grinder, some sanding belts. Unfortunately, I had to buy this sort of regulator thing to go on the gas bottles, but at least I can keep that for good. So yes. Happy days. Now, come and have a look at the welding I've been doing. I'm really, really happy with it. I don't know what you'll think, but let's get you unhooked from the stand. Come into my boudoir. I've just bought some new stickers, so if these do get damaged, I've got stickers. I ain't got to worry about it, because it's a bit close there, isn't it? So really, probably put new stickers on. But can you see? Look. You can see I've welded all this. There's a couple of pinprick holes, but I'll put seam sealer on and that'll get rid of those. But I've welded all this metal in here, here, and I've ground it all back. And I reckon a bit of seam sealer, maybe a bit of filler as well, and that'll all just be nice. I got that nice sort of shape with the grinder, and hammered all the metal down while I was welding it. So we've gone for the original setup of the 2 layers. So I welded a piece of metal in here at the bottom, and then this piece of metal at the top. So it's a sandwich, because it's extra strong then, isn't it? And we'll put seam sealer along the gap to stop any nasties getting in there in the future. Put this panel in, I'm happy with that. I've fabricated all this, and now I'm moving on to this piece over here. So I started it, and then I ran out of gas, which is very annoying. So as you can see, I've made holes, because I did that here. I spot welded the top bit to the bottom bit. So we'll do that again. We'll put some weld in there. This bit's loose, this bit's on there. You see I've sort of shaped it a bit like the original. It's annoying there's a bit of a gap there, but we'll fill it with weld. Let's weld through primer on there. I've welded this in down here, you can see. And yeah, I've just been really happy with how it's going. So I'll weld those in, weld them together, and then I'll cut them when they're on the car to match with everything. And then all I've got left to do, I think, is just these bits in here, in this one wheel arch. See? Get you in there. So I've got a bit up the top. I've got to weld that bit onto that bit there. Might have to get another bit of metal in there, not sure. And then do something with this mess. But apart from that, I don't think there's any more welding, apart from the D-post, obviously. Because this side looks very, very solid. Thankfully. I've hit it with a hammer. There might be a few holes down on that there, in that corner. It looks a bit ropey. But all along here, I think it's going to be okay. Just need wire brushing and protecting for the future. But yeah, it's almost like, oh, what's the point? Might as well just bolt the wing on. But I will wire brush it and paint it and protect it. And then I know all four corners are pretty sound. And it will just be the dreaded D-posts. Right, back over at Zebedee. And let's have a look at my new toy. And get the battery on charge. And use it then. It might be already charged, but I don't know. Oh, it's like Christmas. Charger. Leave that one there. Handy eBay box. I've got a guard for the grinder. A 60 grit disc and a nice cutting disc there. That's cool. Those safe. Got a battery. It's a chunky one. That's good. Pop that on the charger. Feels quality, the battery. Apparently that's quite a big battery. That's a 4 amp hour, and the other, if you just bought the grinder on its own, I think it only come with like a 1 point something. So that's recycling. Look at that. It comes in its own little bag. It really is Christmas, isn't it? Nice. Cool. So I'll put the charger in there now. Put the discs and things in there. Very good, very good. Some little screwdriver bits in with it. It's a belt clip, I think. Won't need that. Chuck it in there though. This is very exciting, isn't it? Should we see if the battery's got any charge in it? Ooh. Oh, it's got a charge indicator. Oh, it's got a couple of squares lit up on it. Wow. That is not going to take skin off the rice pudding. But it was pretty much free, so happy days. And then what I want is this just to do some wire brushing. Oh, I should have brought a knife out with me. I've got a spanner. It's working better than my nails that are non-existent. Here she is, look at that. Another guard. I don't know why there's two with it. Look at that. Fantastic. It's got the chuck in there and a little handle as well. More recycling. Oof. There's a knack to this switch. And I don't know it. Ah. Sorry, Zeb. Oops. Good job I wasn't stood. I looked at it actually and I thought that's going to fall off, but there you go. The good thing is you can leave it on. You haven't got to press your thumb on it. I like that. I do. Yeah, sorry Zeb. Thankfully he's got a very resilient chrome bumper. Right, let's tidy up this mess. Put the battery on charge, I think. The overalls are on. I've got a hair scarf on to try and protect my hair. We need to finish trying welding this bit in there. So, I've got my little bottle of gas hooked up. It's not outputting a lot. It's a bit shit really, but we've got gas, so it's just if you hold the trigger down, you're not getting a lot come through really. It's a bit shit. Never mind. I can do these spots. Nice, that did work, thankfully. So as you can see, I filled up the little circles with weld now. You can see how it was. Just drilled holes, now I've welded through the holes. So yeah, that worked well. Now I've got to go along this edge to weld that in, and then we can move on to the next piece of metal. There we are. That's a bit of welding I just did there. I mean, yeah, it's a bit splattery because I blew through a couple of times, so I had to sort of go back over it. but I think it's a nice strong weld. I'll say once it's ground back, probably put a bit more in there. Once it's ground back, and it will go nice like that. Bit of seam sealer. Bob's your uncle. And now that's that piece splattered in. So where's my other bit? There it is. I need to join this up nicely. Get it in the right place. It should be good. Don't try this at home. That's it. See, once you get that one weld in place, as long as you're not too close to it, it's not going to hurt you with the welding gloves on. Other option I use is the wooden handle of the hammer to hold a plate in, but that's fine now. That's on there now, so I can weld it down here and then weld it along there, and then I can grind that flat so it'll all mould together. Right, let's put some on there then. Oh, that was a big blob. I don't think the gas is coming out. No, it is. It is, but it's shit. I want my big gas bottle back. See, what I was doing there was getting these two bits to meet, because that had a bit of rot in it, and I've had to cut it down, see? And what I've just done then is blobbed a bit of weld up so it sort of gets a nice even shape, so when I cut it I can cut it across and it will meet up with that one. I don't know what happened there. It went really shitty there. I'll grind it off and redo it. But that's nice, see? That bit there. Right, on to the next bit. Oh, by the way, there's a gap here. I've left that gap because I feel like that could be a good drainage hole. So if mud goes up or whatever goes up here, up the back, it will just sort of come out that hole. It won't stick in the corner. That's my logic in it anyway, so I don't think I've missed a bit. I've just left that there. I thought it'd be a good bit of drainage. I don't know. Maybe I'll go mad. You can tell the gas coming out of this welder is shocking, because of how dirty it is. See, it wouldn't be like that if the gas was coming out properly. But I've done everything I can to get it to come out, and it's just not coming out quick enough to deal with the welder. So as much as I want to do welding down there, I can't do it with this gas bottle business. It's rubbish. I have to get my proper bottle filled up. But I'll finish off this bit today. I think that's all the welding actually. There's a couple of bits I want to tidy out. I'll wire brush it, redo that bit. But at least I've done that top piece there. And maybe I can just start making the panels for down there actually. Don't need the welder for that. Yeah, I'll do that today. It's always better grinding, listening to some music. I feel sorry for the neighbours, but at least it doesn't take me a few minutes to do. I've ground it all back. So there you go, look. Ground it back, ground it back. Some say that too much grinding takes away the strength of it, but you know, it's strong as it is. It's got a couple of layers of metal there, they're welded together. I think that's fine. So what I've got to do now, I'm annoyed I caught that with a grinder and it just brought that down, and to be honest I can't be bothered. I could sit and try and weld it up or put another bit of metal in, but I'm just going to cut that now. And I think the rubber seal for the wing goes across there and it'll be fine. It'll all be painted and everything, so yeah. So I should clean up these welds a bit under here with the grinder. Yeah, I'll do that. Clean that up with the grinder, change it to the cutting disc, and then cut that, and that's that bit done. Woo! I'm going to try out my new grinder. That cut nice, and it was really sort of steady and easy to use for me. That's good. So I just need to level it out a bit better. I'm really happy with that, and it's got a safety thing, so if it catches or anything it shuts off, and I like that. So although it cut off a couple of times there and the one that plugs in the mains wouldn't off, I'm happy with that because it's a safety thing, and well, it's done what I wanted it to do, so happy days. Alright, that's that done. I'm happy with that. Right, time to get the car jacked up, get this wheel off, and another job I need to do is get the front bumper off and get the front valance off because I'm changing that. I suppose that means I have to take all the grill out. Let's just get the wheel off for now. It can be tough jacking up a P6 on the front. So I've jacked on this sort of cross member thing here. Don't worry, it looks like it's slipping off, but it's not actually holding the car. It's on the axle stands now. I had to move the jack in, otherwise the garage door won't shut. It's just there for moral support. I've got the wheel under the car over there. This jack's just sort of sitting here. I'm going to jack it up in a minute, just so it's touching the bottom. Again, just for moral support. Let's do that now. Because we don't want a car on our head, do we? There we go, it's just touching. And then I'll put my big chunky axle stand on this piece here, because that is a really solid piece there, and it's quite flat. So I managed to get that on there. And then, well, this little one here is again a bit of moral support, I think. I wouldn't trust that one there, but at least it's got some of the car here and some of the suspension there. Yeah, it's mad how that sort of flops down, isn't it? Now I've let the jack down, but that's good, it's out the way. Oh, excuse me sniffing. So I can get up here and deal with this. I'd like to replace these brake pipes, look, they look rubbish. I have got some, so probably do that while we're under here. And there's another job I need to do, if I show you. On the other side, might not be able to see it now. Oh yeah, you will. Let me put the torch on. Can you see? Here, look, split gaiter. And I've got a knock from the steering this side. What's the bet? It's this joint. So I'm going to have to, by the looks of it, replace this whole arm here. I hope I can get one. Doesn't look too hard to do. It fixes here and over there. Apart from that, I had Raimi moving the suspension, the steering, sorry, left and right. I couldn't see any other issues. Oh yeah, look, there's a bit of rot there. So there is some welding to do over here. Yeah. Okay. Let's pretend we didn't see that for now. Busy bee, cutting away bits of metal. And I'm really happy with these patches I've made. So all I've got to do is clean up the surfaces, ready for the welding. So I've got this piece here. I've put a magnet there. You see this bit's going to touch the top there, so I can weld that onto this top piece. And that bit there can touch onto this bit once I've hammered it in. You see I've cut this so it fits the shape, you see, because I had those repair panels. I could have replaced the whole thing, but I just put that piece in there. And I've cut an L-shaped piece here out of some old metal. That's going to cover up there. I've cut this triangle piece here that's just sort of sat there. It will sit in better than that, and that's going to weld up there and weld along there. And then this piece here will weld in as it all fits together. She says, like a big jigsaw puzzle. There you go, and that's got a nice little lip left on there, so weld onto this piece. So yes, I'm really happy with those repair panels. I'm looking forward to fitting those. Time's getting on, and so I'm not sure about the gas on that welder, so I might clean it up and maybe tack the plates in place, and then I can get some gas in the week in my big bottle and do a proper job at welding those. I think the belt sander will clean up those bits nice. Yes. I'm probably upsetting the neighbours with all this cutting and grinding, so maybe I should call it a day. The gas seems to be flowing out quite well at the moment, so I carried on welding. I've welded in the L-shaped piece. It got a bit messy down here, blew a hole through. So I just filled it with weld. So that can all be ground back to look nicer. Had to play with the settings here as well. I've just welded this piece in. I think that's got some nice welds to it. Looks like some good penetration to it. I think that's pretty good. I have put some weld through primer on the other side of the panels, hoping that that helps them in the future. This one I started, it got a bit messy, and I'm struggling to hammer this up, and it's getting a bit late now. Not late, but for a Sunday, I think I've made enough noise today. I'm not going to be hitting that with a hammer today, so I'll leave that for another day. My plan was just to sort of tack weld these in place, but it seems to be welding quite nice at the minute, so I'm just going to get on with it. I'm really happy with that. It's fantastic. Yeah, look, I've hammered that bit back and joined it up to the back there. And I think what I'll do is I'll try and hammer this down a bit and get some weld along that edge, and then before the next panel goes on, just so it's nice and strong. So I can't really access it from the other side. Okay. My body's had enough. You're gonna stay at me. I need a shower. My body's had enough of hunching over here. I've actually done quite a lot of welding, look. But it started getting messy over here. And the gas bottle, the pipe popped off and scared the absolute crap out of me. Because it went pop, like a gun going off. My fault, I didn't put a Jubilee clip on it. Never mind. So I've still got a weld along here to weld those two together. I've still got to weld or sort this out here, and I've still got to hammer that up there and weld all that. But yeah, that's enough for today. I've done way too much, but I am really happy with how that looks. No more holes. Yeah, I've done way too much today. Time to go for a shower. Thanks for watching. Bye. No, he's not there.